Starfire.
Tonight we'll be talking about The Flash.
Season 3, episode 14, called Attack on Central City, the second part of the Gorilla Grodd 2-episode event. The reason that we're laughing is because before I started this, I was like, "Are you ready?" And she's like, "I don't think you're ready for this."
Kelly. Yeah, we were watching some Destiny Child song. Like,
And then I asked her again when she finished, and she started singing it again. So I'm like, I'm just gonna start it.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna keep happening over and over and over again.
Well, you kept asking me, "Are you ready for this?" And I'm
well,
like,
I wanted to make sure you were ready. I didn't want to start it if you weren't like ready to like talk or whatever.
Well, yeah, but like you used the exact phrase. Are you ready?
Are you ready for this? Beyonce, are you ready for this?
Okay, you were. No. Okay, what?
Or can you handle this? No,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Can you handle this? But what did you like about this episode?
I liked that Jesse and Wally had some really cute stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked that we got to see both, like, HR and Harrison, just because you kind of got to see you really got to see how different they actually were.
Yeah.
And I think that it was kind of a nice, like, change to see kind of that dynamic that was going on, even though, like, he thought he was an idiot. But it was still cool to see that.
Yeah.
I liked that HR set up Star Labs because on his Earth, it's like the equivalent of our Valentine's Day, and it's called Friends Day.
I like that a lot better.
And
for all single people out there.
Exactly, because you can ask somebody if they want to be your friend. And I actually think that that's sweeter, too, because it's like, everybody wants friends.
Right.
Everybody needs friends. So, I mean, instead of being like, will you be my Valentine, you can be like, will you be my friend?
Of course I'll be.
So,
As I mean, like, Barry Allen, will you be my friend?
I so got freaked out because she's like, Barry, she's like, I have to ask you something. And she's like, Barry Allen, will you be my friend? And he's like, always. And then they kissed. But it was just funny because I'm like, wait. Is she going to ask what I think she's going to ask? So I was like kind of waiting for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But
so we're gonna leave the big moments. Okay, that huge moment.
No,
at the
I
end.
know. I'm not gonna talk about that.
I'm letting them know.
Okay.
For the end.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna save the best for last.
Yes. and the reaction we got before it even happened.
And we're gonna like talk about our theories of what's going to happen based off what happened in the end.
Yeah. So.
I think it's interesting that, Wells said that it was okay for her to stay there. And he didn't react and yell and do all this stuff.
He didn't, not in that moment,
Not
but
in
he
that
did
moment.
later.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he did later. But then...
No, girl, is when he told Wally that, like, he was dying.
Oh yeah.
Like, that was his overreaction. He's like, he wasn't sick.
Do you think he's really dying?
No. We're all dying, technically.
Well, yeah.
I mean, like, total spoiler alert for your life, but one day you're gonna die.
And he's like, well, we all really don't know how much time we have left.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, I mean, he basically just said that because he wanted her to go with him.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you that think Wells is dying, it ain't true.
No.
Oh my gosh, and when Joe got, like, almost shot, I was just like, no, this could not happen yet. No!
For a split second, I thought as soon as, like, the gun was raised, I was like, wait a minute. And I'm like, no, they can't do that right now. They gotta wait for Savitar to do it to him. And so, like, I'm just, like, waiting. I'm just, like, sitting there, like, this isn't gonna happen. And then she's, like, going... And I'm just like...
I was just kind of internally like, oh crap. Like, is it actually going to happen now? And then Barry stops the bullet, and I'm just like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. Like, there was a second after I was totally, like, okay. At first, when the gun was first drawn, I was like, oh my gosh. And then a split second later, I'm like, they're not going to do that right now. But then, when the gun fired, I was like, no, like, no, they can't do this. And I'm like, Barry's not that fast.
Yeah, he is.
And then he was. I mean, like, I know he's that fast. You know, like, he can run, like,
Right.
Mach 3 or whatever the hell, right? And, which is, like, I mean, I know we've only, like, talked about sound barriers and Mach 2 and stuff on the show. Like, it's only been verbally said that he can run Mach 2. But, like, if you think about it, like, after running Mach 2, they've said, you've run faster than you've ever run before, Barry. Barry, you've run 2 times faster than you've ever run before, Barry. Barry, you've run this many times faster than you've ever run before, Barry. We're up to Mach 3 by now. Like, seriously.
Yeah, we are.
But-
We're probably past that.
Yeah, but still, he's not fast enough to do anything against the bad guys that he's facing on a weekly basis. So I'm just like, are they gonna make him fast enough to stop the damn bullet? Like, obviously Mach 3 can't defeat someone who's running on foot. I don't know what's happening here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so is it fast
He
enough?
was pretty close to him, though, too.
Yeah. But, like, that was what I was, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
is he, like, are they gonna make him fast enough this time? So, for that split moment, I started to doubt myself.
Mhm.
But I did hold true for the majority of the time when he had the gun to
Well,
his
like,
head.
when it shot, I was just like, it's actually happening. And then Barry, like, jumped, you know, you saw the speed, like, the lightning. And I'm just like, okay, he's gonna stop the bullet.
My actual thought was, like, this can't happen right now. This can't happen right now.
I kept saying that, too. I was just like, this can't.
I'm like, this isn't Savitar doing it. It can't happen right now. It can't happen. This isn't Savitar. And so, yeah.
For those that are under the impression that it's going to be Iris that actually does die instead of Joe, you could be right.
But I believe that what we talk about later in the episode, towards the end of the episode, will nullify that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything else that you want to talk about?
Cisco and Gypsy.
I love them.
Yeah, they're really cute. He's
I mean,
like,
I
"You're
liked
into
him
me."
with Golden Glider, too.
He's like,
but-
you're into me. I don't even remember Golden Glider.
Captain Cold's sister.
Oh, Lisa?
Yeah. I
Oh.
liked him with her.
Yeah.
She's still somewhere out there, right? I
She
mean,
probably is, yeah.
like, she never died.
I think he's better with Gypsy.
Well, Gypsy is a hero.
Because they both vibe.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The babies they make will both be vibes, and like their babies will be vibes, and then their babies will be vibes. They're gonna vibes. Feel the vibes.
Yeah, I like them. They're cute.
That's gonna be fun for her.
Also, going back to Wally and Jesse, I just have to mention the fact I love that they were watching an old movie.
Casablanca.
Yeah. Good job.
I remember you said that while we were watching it.
Yeah.
Like, she was all like, "Hey, it's Casablanca."
I'm like, they're watching Casablanca.
I haven't seen it,
Yeah, I know.
so unless she said it, I wouldn't have known it.
You would have just known it was a black and white movie.
Yeah, about some war,
It's
not the American war.
World War II.
I know, but like Jessie thought it was the American war. She's like, "Wait, this Earth hasn't had as many wars as we have," and I'm like, what? Like, you're on Earth too.
And then he's like,
The
"We
Permit
could
of
wa-"
Earth.
And then he's like, we could watch something else. And she's like, or we could watch nothing at all.
And then, like, they almost, he's like, what do you want to do?
And
She's like, guess.
What a burger.
You
Or
know?
no, Big Belly Burger.
Yeah,
I
she's
said, "What a
like,
burger." Oh my gosh. Sorry.
She was like, take a guess. or something like that. And then he leans in to kiss her, and she's like, big belly
burger.
I'm like, oh snap!
It's like, way to ruin the moment,
right? And I can't believe that that's what they flashed to after that moment. Like, we left the moment, we didn't get our answer, and that's what we got for the ending. Like,
yeah,
hype destroyed. Okay, but like the ending with Savitar.
Mm-hmm.
But with the previews for next week, that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
So, right before we talk about that, I do want to mention what we saw on Earth 19.
Okay.
Because I'm like freaking out about it, because like Earth 19 seems to be like a fairly futuristic version, and I'm just like, who the hell was that Flash? Because that did not sound like Barry, that did not look like Barry, but it was a white guy, so it can't be Wally. And I'm like, who the hell was that Flash? Because, oh my gosh, like, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I need to know what, which, who, what, when, where, who, why, who.
Accelerated Man, Earth 19.
That's what they called him? Okay, that name sounds slightly familiar, but if you guys know, because I know some of you actually read the comics, let me know in the description who Accelerated Man is. I'll do some research.
Yeah, it says
later
Accelerated
on,
Man from Earth 19.
Yeah, what's he look like? Yeah, that's not Barry. His eyes are too close together.
Speedster looks an awful lot like Accelerated Man from the comics.
Really?
It says The Flash Season 3 introduces yet another speedster, Accelerated Man. He's from Earth 19 and has an awesome costume. Cisco finally gets the kiss he's been waiting for. And last but not least, never mind, not going to mention that.
Okay. We're not there yet.
Nope. But yeah, it's basically just a recap of the episode.
Okay. Well,
so that was the Accelerated Man,
yes,
for all of you comic book fans.
I got a little nerdy out because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a speedster, and oh my gosh, it's not one we know about yet. And, and so, those of you who know about the comics and know what he does, I mean, obviously he's a speedster, but like, maybe he has his own special.
Well, see, the Flash is really good at
stuff.
like at introducing new characters.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying the others aren't. I just feel like the way they do it, they kind of just throw it in there, and it's kind of like this little Easter egg from the comics, and you're like, oh, what's that? That's really cool. Who is that supposed to be? This person from the comics? Like,
yeah.
You know. And then like on the other shows, it's just like, oh, whatever, you know.
Yeah. So like, you guys like, let me know in the comments like what his like does. What's his real name? Because we know the Flash's real name.
Maybe he works for Gypsy.
No, he doesn't work for Gypsy. He works with the police that keep account who's traveling the multiverse.
Okay.
They're the cops that don't leave the planet, whereas Gypsy leaves the planet to go after them.
Okay.
They're the ones that she returns the criminals to.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah. But one thing that confused me, she handed over a picture of the person and another picture of the person. Like, she handed him 2 pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said that here he is, here's the time, here's the bad guy, he's the person I had to go to Earth 2 to capture, and then he's like, okay, like, and he took off, right? But he wasn't holding the prisoner unless he was holding the prisoner. We know on Earth 2 we have Aquaman and an Arrow and Green Lantern and Batman. I think Batman. I think there was think Bruce Wayne's name was on the phone. But on that phone we had a list of names. So on Earth 19, could Superman actually be part of that Earth?
Maybe.
Because we know on Earth, 3 is Kara's Earth? On Supergirl?
No, she's on Earth 3?
Is she Earth 3? No. Earth 3 is the Earth 3 is the guy with the helmet.
Oh.
Henry, but
yeah. Not Henry.
No,
Henry, but not Henry.
Yeah, Henry, but not Henry.
The first Flash.
Yeah. But whatever her Earth number is, whatever the hell, I don't freaking care right now. But like, they didn't have any other superheroes besides Superman and Supergirl.
Right.
And Martian and stuff. But that Earth 19, could potentially have Superman, whether or not it has Supergirl, whatever. But it could have Superman, which means that could be a version, like in the movies, of Superman. Oh my gosh, the name of it. The place that he sends them to.
In what?
Okay, in Supergirl, the place where her ship got captured.
Oh.
I can't believe I'm freaking blanking on the name and it's pissing me off.
Fortress?
No!
Oh, not the Fortress. Okay.
The jail. The intergalactic space jail.
Oh my gosh! I don't remember either.
Where he throws Zod.
Crap. Oh, where he throws Zod. The Phantom Zone.
Yeah, Phantom Zone. I'm so pissed at myself right now. Like, you guys have no idea how pissed off I am right now. Like, you have no idea.
When you said Zod, I was like, oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Because, like, she handed him a picture, and what's the need for a second picture? And it looked thicker than the piece of paper she was holding that was the picture.
Yeah.
So it could have been, like, a disc form, like in the movies. You know, when they went up in the crystallized form. So, like, it could be, like, a little rectangular piece of whatever.
Or a mirror.
Yeah. But, like, thick. Like, about that thick or so, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they transport it. I'm like, wait, what? Because she wasn't, like, handing off a person to him.
Right.
But she said, here's the fugitive. And I'm like, wait, what? Where'd the body go?
Yeah.
And so, what do you guys think?
Maybe he was speeding off to go
No.
take him.
She never handed off a body to him.
Yeah, I know. So she gave him the picture so he knew what the guy looked like.
She had to bring it to him. She had to go to Earth 2, capture the guy, and then bring him to Earth 19 and hand him off to the police guy.
Oh.
That was the accelerated man.
Okay.
But he didn't run off with any body.
No, he
ran
didn't.
off with the 2 pictures.
Yeah.
What was the second picture? A Phantom Zone crystal?
Maybe.
I need to know! Tell me!
Oh my gosh. Calm yourself.
What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below! I need to know.
Yes, she needs to know. Dang, girl. You're just like, I'm good. I'm done. I'm calm now. I got it out.
Until we get to the end.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
So, have you talked about everything that you wanted to hit on before?
Yeah. Oh, it was funny. There was this one part where Cisco was asking Caitlin where Julian was, and she said he's in London taking care of some stuff or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she's like, we're just friends. And Cisco's like, oh, trust me, I know. I pretty much have a permanent residence in the friend zone. I'm just like, aw, Cisco.
And then he gets kissed later on. It's all fine.
She's like, you wouldn't be able to handle me.
I love this. She's like, even if I was. Then, oh, face on, like, pool face. Oh, smoochy, na, boom, right?
And then she's all
wouldn't be
squishing
able
his
to
face
handle
like
me.
this and kissing him.
Yeah, I showed the fishy face. You wouldn't be able to handle me. And walks out, I'm like, oh, snap! Like, oh! But I was just excited that he got kissed. I was like, it's not a villain this time! It's not a villain!
Nope.
Which I'm happy for, but I still think he goes good with Golden Glider. But I like him with Gypsy more.
Me too.
Okay. Before we hit, okay, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Are we just gonna save all of their scenes for the end?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, the thing I wanted to hit on, which I mentioned slightly before, was the Savitar thing, and the preview for next week, and how it doesn't make sense with how tonight ended.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because it seems like, okay, like obviously in the preview it showed that he was seeing Barry as Savitar. Because, like, Barry was standing right there, and then suddenly it was Savitar, and then Barry again. So, obviously, Wally's having some mental issues.
Yeah.
So, if he's only
being
seeing...
controlled.
No, it's just he's having visions of Savitar because he's returning. And his powers are linked to Savitar. Because he gave it to him.
Right.
But, what I'm saying is, if he's only seeing Savitar as a speedster because he's seeing if he's only seeing Savitar because he's seeing a speedster, then who the hell did he see at the end of the episode? Because we all know where Barry was, okay? And we know that Jesse wasn't getting off that couch.
Yeah.
So, who was the speedster that made him think he was seeing Savitar? I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
Who do you guys think it is? Hey.
What do you guys think? Oh my gosh!
I want to pull my hair out. Like, I want to just grab it and go, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to, because I got hat hair, and it looks really bad.
You always have hat hair.
That's because my job, I wear a hat at my job. So. So, did you want to start doing the Barry stuff now?
The Barry and Iris stuff?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so the very first scene that you didn't see was really sweet because he was, like, making breakfast for her, and he had, like, all these, like tulips or roses set up, and he was gonna, like, you know, give her breakfast, and she came down and she saw, like, everything set up, and she's like, what are you doing? It's, like, 6:30 in the morning, and he's like...
An ungodly hour to be awake.
And he's like, I just wanted to do all of this for you. And he said something, and she's just like, I love you. He's like, I love you. And then he's like, are you going to eat all of this stuff? She's like, oh yeah, I will have the food too. But right now, I'm going to kiss my bae. And then the other scene was where it was like, will you be my friend? Always. Was cute.
Yeah.
And then I really liked this scene, aside from the last scene with them. The other scene that I really liked was, you know, where she said that, you know, your humanity is what makes you different from everybody else. And, you know, that's why people look up to you. And, you know, I don't want you to, like, change who you are just because of my, you know, my life isn't worth that much for having you change who you are. So
I like that one.
Yeah, because, like, she's the one who can get him to see reason. She's the only one who can get through to him in that way.
Yeah.
To make him understand that. And so I just I just think it's like really beautiful how they parallel each other, kind of like that. So.
And before we get to that next scene, halfway through the episode, I think was when Wally was talking to. Just after Wally was trying to get. Okay, this is when it happened. When Joe had the mirrors on his head, the magnets on his head, and was drawing the picture, you were looking online. And then she started screaming. It's happening tonight! It's happening! Oh my god! I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? It's happening! She shoved the phone in my face, and I'm like, oh my gosh! It's happening!
Well, because I was like looking on Twitter, and somebody on the timeline had said something that was like, you know, Barry has loved Iris since he was 11, and she's loved him even when she was with Eddie. And it's like, for people saying that this is too fast, you're all salty or whatever. So I was like, wait, too fast for what? And so then I like went under the hashtag for West Allen, and like the very first post was like Barry's full speech, and then it had pictures, and I'm just like, oh my gosh!
And so on that commercial that happened right after that, she had me read the whole speech to her.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I was like legitimately fangirling. That was a true fangirl moment. Okay, that was like, I don't usually do that, but that was, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And I'm not afraid to admit that when Cisco and Gypsy kissed, I screamed like a little girl. I was happy.
Oh, I also like the part that you missed too, where after Jessie told Wells that, like, you know, she was gonna stay on Earth too. She's like, that was really weird, like, the way he reacted. And Molly's well, I guess we should find you a place. And she's like, me? Us? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. You're making the girl move.
They're consenting adults. That's what Wells said. He's like, you two are adults. If she makes you happy, like, her happiness is what matters most to me. Like, you guys can make your own choices.
Yeah. And, like, he's making her move Earths. Like, across dimensions to be with him.
Yeah.
You better freaking move in with her.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so.
But yeah,
scene.
it was like so beautiful. And like, I love how.
The scene. The candles.
Yes. I love the way too, like, the lighting was done, because it totally reminded me of like his first confession in season 1.
Oh,
when he
yeah.
was telling her that he loved her.
Mm-hmm.
And just the way that they set everything up for like their really romantic scenes is always really beautiful.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was so pretty, like all the petals and like the roses, and the ring was this vintage ring that his grandfather had given his grandmother.
He fought across Europe with the damn thing around his neck.
Right?
Like,
Oh, like that is such a beautiful story.
it survived a war
It did.
intact.
That's true love.
Yes. The ring knew that it was true love, so it didn't break. Because it symbolized true love.
It symbolized, yes.
Everlasting.
It symbolized soulmates. But it was
And the second she walked through the door, and my
What?
heart sped up.
Oh.
It could not be silent.
The quote that still makes me swoon, even to this day, and it was said in the first season, is, "You're worth being on time for."
Yes.
Gosh.
Okay. And so, my theory.
Yes, your theory.
Well, in the future, she's not wearing a ring.
No, and the byline had been changed.
No.
Oh.
Like, she didn't have the West Allen tag
Yeah.
because she was dead before the article was written. So, like, him doing this, like, okay. I got a text message. But him doing this is like is like solidifying the future where she has the West Allen hyphen.
Yeah.
And
which is
also
2024 or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's sooner than that because it's whenever the hell they get married. But when Savitar was holding her, she wasn't wearing a ring.
Yeah.
She wasn't engaged when she died. So it's another thing to put on the Iris doesn't die table.
Yeah. And like Henry, or not Henry, what's his freaking name? He's not Henry, but he's Flash, but what's his name?
His Flash name?
Yeah.
Let's see. He was Jay Garrick.
Okay, Jay. Jay told him, he's like, that's just one of possible features. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It can be, you can change it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, the feature's whatever you make it. So make it a good one.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Together.
I
Both
just
of
quoted
them.
Back to the Future Part 3.
Forever. So.
See what I did there?
What I liked was, okay. One more thing about the Golden Glider Cisco thing. She's like, are you trying to Luke Skykiller me? Or it was
You mean
Star
Gypsy.
Killer. Yeah.
You said Golden Glider.
I say Golden Glider?
Yes, you did.
Kill me now. Okay, the Gypsy and
Cisco.
thing was, you can Luke. Are you trying to Luke Starkiller me? And
I'm like, what?
No, she didn't. Like, okay.
She gets his pop culture references because she does the exact same thing. That's why they're perfect for each other.
Yes. But you saw the hesitation on Cisco's face, right? He's like, he was like, wait, Luke, what? But he got it after a moment, okay? And unless there's another thing out there where someone's named Luke Starkiller, then this is where the name came from for all the nerds who don't know what the hell it is, okay?
She had to explain it to me.
Yes. Okay. So originally in the Star Wars universe, when Lucas was throwing around, like, tossing around names in his head, originally it wasn't Skywalker, it was Starkiller. And so Luke Skywalker was going to be named Luke Starkiller. Because he was out in the stars and stuff.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to kill the Death Star, right?
Mm-hmm. And, and he traveled among the stars. So it really made sense. But Skywalker, he walked in sky and sky and...
It sounds like an Indian name, like a Native American.
Yeah.
Skywalker. Walks on the sky.
Right.
It sounds like something that a Native American would name, like, their child.
Yeah.
Like, a Native American name.
Yeah. And so, what probably happened on Earth 19 is that their version of George Lucas never renamed Luke. And so, Luke Starkiller is Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
So... Pop culture references.
I thought of Jedi Mind Trick.
Mm-hmm.
When she said that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's Star Wars, too.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. So.
And that was from something else that I've seen.
So yeah, I mean, unless you guys know of a different Luke Starkiller out there, let us know of that person in the comments below. But if you don't, then you just found out some history you may or may not have known.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But then again, I'm not as big of a Star Wars fan as she is.
Yes.
So.
You know, the Force was originally a crystal and not just an all-knowing substance in the universe. The more you know. Anyways. Fount of knowledge within me. Anything else you wanted to?
I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered it all.
Yeah.
My mouth just did a weird thing. That was weird.
So, yeah. Anything?
Do you have anything?
Do I have anything? No. So until like we were saying,
we're gonna figure out like when we're gonna record some of that stuff and when we're like what order we're gonna do it in and all that stuff. We'll figure all of that out. Yeah. But we'll probably start doing it in March. Especially because the musical episode will be in March and that's when we're probably gonna do the live thing.
Yeah.
So
we'll let you guys know the week before.
Yeah.
And
But probably some of the smaller recordings and stuff will get done before that.
Yeah. And we'll tweet out the day of also so that it'll be a reminder.
Right.
So follow us on Twitter if you haven't yet. The link will be in the description box below. And yeah.
Yeah. That's what you have to look forward to.
Like, subscribe, and comment, and share.
And I decided to add this one thing to the list of things that I have to do because like the girl who always comments on the Supernatural reviews that I do wanted me to do a video of top 10 reasons why I like Dean.
Ooh.
And because I keep putting it off because I've been busy, I said, you know what I'll do? I'll just add it to the stuff that we're going to do for getting to 50 subscribers. So that way it will get done because I'll remember and it'll be part of that. So, yeah. You have that to see too.
I have more than 10 reasons why I like Dean.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite a few episodes behind, but,
I mean, just
I'm
do the
still
whole
within
show,
the
like,
season.
why you like the character, basically.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We have 10 seasons to pull from.
Yeah, exactly. 11.
Well, 10 and a half.
Yeah. Well, we'll do the song cover soon, probably. Maybe the redo of the character thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see what we have time for before that musical sing-along episode.
Yeah, because that's not going to be till, like, March 20th, around there.
So about a month from now.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, we'll let you know the week before. And, she'll let the people know that watch Supernatural.
Yeah.
And we'll let you guys know during both the Supergirl and the Flash episodes the week beforehand.
Yeah.
And then we'll tweet it out. So follow us, like I said.
Yes.
And
do all of those things.
Yes.
All of that jazz.
The like, comment, subscribe, the share, because we want to move up 52 subscribers and growing. Let's do this thing. And until next time,
keep believing in the impossible.